A few other use cases I'll talk about. But then the first thing is, for any hospital or any healthcare organization, would be to understand what kind of data are they recording, and what kind of data do they record in a structured manner. In the sense, there are data storage systems such as databases, we have data warehouses, data lakes, data lake houses. Typically, when organizations grow very fast, they don't pay heed or attention to the underlying data. Maybe someone might be recording the data on their server directly as a folder. Someone else might be recording the data on some cloud, Google Drive or OneDrive, etc. Someone else might be having bunch of Excel sheets lying on their computer. So when we have disparate systems, it makes sense to understand what are the various departments, what kind of data do they have, understanding the requirements of each and every departments, and then creating reports, dashboards to address the KPIs, key performance indicators of each and every department. This makes sense as opposed to abruptly getting the data from the BI team or the data analytics team. Hey, I need this report for my board presentation. Abruptly doing that might solve the problem superficially, but the root cause will still remain the same. So this is the first step. Understand what kind of data we have, in what places we have, what volume of data we have, do we have images and textual data, so on and so forth, where do we store it. This lays a foundation for any data analytics or any data science or any AI solutions. So creating reports, dashboards, it's the elementary thing. Then the second step after creating reports, dashboards, once hospitals, healthcare organizations achieve some amount of maturity in this space, then they have to delve into predictive analytics, where we need to, a few of the solutions that we build, I'll talk about, maybe it will ring a bell. So here for Biological E Limited, we have done a project where we try to understand what kind of raw material and what quantity of raw material is needed week on week, month on month. If their raw material quantity falls below the safety reorder point, then who is the vendor whom they have to approach? Who is the vendor who is going to supply them the material in the shortest time possible, so that their operations doesn't take a hit. So these are the kind of forecasting models which organizations have to do next, so that they go to the next level of maturity now. Once this level of maturity also is achieved, then the other thing is, a few other use cases are as follows, where we have built a solution where we have taken the data from the machines. This is for one of the leading pharmaceutical companies in Hyderabad, where we got the data from hydraulic pressure, spindle speed, temperature, so on and so forth. And then we predicted whether a machine will fail or not. A, if it is going to fail, when will it fail? B, C, which component will fail? If you also know which component will fail, you can actually give this message to the inventory management team, who will only procure the most important things and save it and have them in their inventory, thereby reducing the inventory cost. The same thing we have extended to Rela Hospital, where we have helped them forecast the pharmacy, how many vital drugs, essential drugs, and desired drugs would be needed across different specialties, so that they reduce the bounce rate and also reduce the inventory cost. And then once these kind of problems are solved, then organizations can think about taking their models to the next level, which fall under the ambit of images and video. This is again for one of the leading pharmaceutical companies, which manufactures vials and pre-filled syringes. And underutilization of human brain was very prevalent in this company, where people used to manually count how many vials are there, how many pre-filled syringes are there in a crate. Usually crates are not full. If the crate is full, you know what is a quantity and what is a count. But certain areas within that crate will be empty, and that is where there'll be always the discrepancy on how many did we manufacture, how many are there in the inventory, and how many did we actually supply to the different stakeholders, different companies rather. So we have built a solution where there is a designated area, you need to get your crate there, and using the camera, photo is taken, and automatically the count is taken and placed in the backend database. And once you have these details in the backend database, you can do wonders. And we built a solution similar to ChatGPT. Now, the leadership team and the workforce use the application extensively. They ask questions such as, okay, how many vials did we manufacture in the last 6 days? How many pre-filled syringes did we supply to the northeastern belt of India in the last 1 month? This text gets converted into SQL, and then this data is retrieved from the database and the results are shown to the stakeholders. Everything on their fingertips. Their senior management team, wherever they are, whichever corner of the world they are just a message away. In fact, they can ask questions in Hindi, in Telugu, and in any other language. Will convert to English to SQL, and then fetch the data and display the results.